After knowing about the thermal conductivity, the next topic is about thermal resistance. So what is the resistance? Same way as you have studied in your class 10th. The same resistance is here, but it is thermal resistance, heat resistance. The ratio of the temperature difference between the end of the conductor to the heat current, that is delta T upon H, heat current, and through it called thermal resistance, called RH. Thermal resistance, delta T upon H is called thermal resistance. So what is H is equal to? From coefficient of thermal conductivity K, this is the formula here. So H is equal to Q upon T, dividing it by T. T will go that side, Q upon T. K into A into delta T upon delta X. You know delta T upon delta H, this H will come this way. So delta T upon delta H is called RH. So RH is equal to delta X upon K into A. So this is called thermal resistance. So hence the greater is the coefficient of thermal conductivity of the material, smaller will be the thermal resistance of the rod. And what is the unit of thermal resistance? That is K for Kelvin, watt minus 1, that is Joule Kelvin second. So next you have to study about the Newton's law of cooling. This is very important here. Newton's law of cooling. So what does the Newton's law of cooling? It states that the rate of cooling of a body is directly proportional to the temperature difference between the body and its surrounding. It means how quickly a body will get cooled. It is depending on the temperature difference between body itself and its surrounding. So this is called Newton's law of cooling. Provided the temperature difference is very small. The temperature difference between body and its surrounding is very small. So next, mathematical expansion for Newton's law of cooling. So what is this? Consider the hot body of temperature T and let T naught be the temperature of its surrounding. Surrounding temperature is T naught. Sending, according to the Newton's law of cooling, the rate of loss of heat of body is directly proportional to change in temperature between body and its surrounding. So change in loss of heat means delta Q upon delta T is directly proportional to T minus T naught. So replacing this, there is small k, that is called coefficient, minus T Q upon dt is equal to k into T minus T naught. So where k is called Newton's cooling constant, where k is small k is Newton's cooling constant. Initially it was capital K, which is called coefficient of thermal conductivity. So from here I can define what is K. Let M is the mass of the object and C is the specific heat of the body, or that temperature T. If the surrounding temperature of the body is T naught, change in temperature is delta T. Then amount of heat lost, that is delta Q, is equal to M into C into delta T. This we know from heat capacity. But we have to study the rate of loss of heat is given by dq upon dt. So I am dividing it by both sides by T. dq upon dt is equal to delta T upon delta T. Combining the above equation together, so it had become minus M into C into delta T upon T is equal to K into T minus T naught. That is from Newton's cooling law, and this is from heat capacity, specific heat capacity. So delta T upon T, that called rate of cooling, is equal to minus K upon M into C into T minus T naught, and dt upon dt is equal to K upon T naught minus T. Understood? So this is about what? Small k upon M into C is equal to capital K. This is all constant. That's why I had wrote here K. So delta T upon T minus T naught is equal to K into dt. On integrating it both sides, so we will get the new equation, which I am going to tell you in next video.